We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, friends, SideScrollersPlus.com. Good to see everybody. Happy Wednesday. I know it's Wednesday because I got a dentist appointment. Hello, Blabs. Good to see you. Oh, well, there she is.
Huh? What do you mean? Where did I go? Anyway, hello. What do you mean you have a dentist appointment? Did they go and check on that little thing?
Yeah, they did. Now it's a follow-up. I got to get the stitches out. I've had stitches in my mouth the last 2 weeks.
Gross.
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross. Yeah.
I don't like the dentist. I told you that. I threw up once. Ugh.
Threw up at the dentist?
Yeah, didn't I tell you?
Hold on. Is this, you're saying like, and then the guy sticks it and just projectile vomit out? Is this a thing?
So, story time. When I was a kid, I had a dental hygienist. Her name was Susan. But Susan had very large hands. And I'm very, very small. I'm very, very small, right? So she was shoving cotton in the back of my mouth, but to the point where she had gagged me and I kind of threw up on her and on the chair. I have a bit of a PTSD for the dentist because of that, so I really don't like the dentist. In fact, whenever I go to the dentist, I'm like clutching my hands really, really hard. Like they're either really like this or like this, or I'm holding onto my pants for dear life. I'm just like, yeah, I don't like the dentist.
Well, we know that Blabs' gag reflex is very strong.
She shoved her fingers down my mouth, and she shoved cotton too. And I was like 8, just to be clear, guys. Like I was a child when this happened. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
Blabs.
you can't make any jokes now when I was a minor Blabs, huh?
You're always minor Blabs. You're 12-year-old boy Blabs. It's okay. All right, look, if we can get past Blabs' gagging reflex a little bit.
Fuck Susan, am I right? She sucks.
Man,
crying my little mouth open, yeah.
Fuck you, Susan. Get fucked. Fuck. Just big old F you Susans in the chat, please. No matter where you're watching, F you Susan, all right?
And it's like somebody knows that one Susan with the big hands who's a dental hygienist. It's like, hey, I know her.
Listen, if there's one thing you've learned in the first 3 minutes of watching this show, is that if you're going to be a dental hygienist, you better have some small fucking hands.
Yes, you really should, though. Like, that should just be, like, part of the contract. Like, oh, I'm sorry, you're really, really skilled, but your hands are way too big, and you can't put your freaking, like, hands in people's mouths, you know?
Man, fuck you, Susan. Fuck you, all right?
Yeah.
Ugh,
yeah.
Ridiculous. Well, listen, Blabs, hey, I appreciate your bravery. I do.
Thank you. Me too. I tell you, every time I'm at the dentist, I'm like, oh, because it's just freaking out.
You know what the ultimate twist of this whole story would be? Is today when I go in and they get these stitches out of my mouth,
throw up.
Susan's standing over me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting back there and I look over and I just see like Susan's name tag. I'm like, oh no!
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh my
or
God.
they accidentally make you throw up while taking your stitches out, and then it's like, well, now there's 2 of us.
Oh my God, fuck you, Susan. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Anyways. Curious to hear if Ember Paradox has ever had any sort of throw up at the dental hygienist. Hello, Ember Paradox. Good to see you.
No, I've never thrown up at the dentist. I have had moments where, like, I've had to get like impressions done or something. And Blabs, I feel you. I do, because you get that feeling like versus like you're wanting to like gag and like I am right there with you on that. It is a horrible experience. It is. But Craig, you know what would scare you more if you showed up at the dentist and someone appeared like that over you is for them to simply go, "Is it safe?"
Like it's some Frankenstein thing. Can I put my hand in there? They're gonna bite me.
Oh no! Don't talk about an old movie about like an old like a dentist that was actually a dentist for, shall we say, a certain mustachioed individual back in the 1940s, and he was hiding in the U.S., and he ended up being a dentist, and he was like a torturer during the war.
So Hitler was a dentist?
No, Hitler's dentist.
He worked for him. He was like part of that regime. It was like it was a movie that he was hiding, and like he was waiting for a message, and his code was, "Is it safe?" I think it's all fiction.
I just want to let everybody know that it took 90 seconds before Ember brought up Hitler on the show. It's a new record.
Way to go.
It's a new record. Well, Ember, we're very glad you're with us today, and I'll tell you what, I know you're very excited to have our other guest on the show today, because I may need to separate you guys, because apparently you guys are boning or something. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Lord Intellectual. Hello.
Thank you for having me. Unfortunately, I don't have any vomiting stories. I'm the type to bite down and say, "Slap me harder."
All right, listen, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it with this guy. All right, if that's
audiobook in real life. What are we doing?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting that right off the bat. That's his first sentence, and he came in hot here a little bit. Blabs, I know you need to relax and start fanning yourself down.
I gotta get some new hentai going, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Everyone, welcome to the show, Lord Intellectual. Hello.
I do like to make an entrance, and first impressions matter.
Yep, they sure do. Absolutely. Well, we're glad you're with us today. It should be a fun show. Someone who I'm positive does not have a gag reflex. As a matter of fact, test it on the daily. Everyone, please put your hands together for the birthday boy. It's Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
Spray my face with mayonnaise. That's what I like to. That's my entrance. How's that one? Speaking of gag reflexes, huh?
Gonna be as far away. That's just me, just moving as far away from you as possible, there, Phoenix. So.
Yeah. I've got controls too, Craig.
Oh no! Oh no! All right. Well, glad you're with us. If it's anything like Lord Intellectual's intro here, we're gonna be. Oh, now you want to get away from me? That's fine. It's gonna be a very uncomfortable show, but we do have a big show today. I'll tell you what. The rumors that are floating around the internet right now with GTA 6 and the leaking and the drama associated with this, my God, this is like a freaking novel book that we're witnessing being written right in front of us right now. I'm very excited to talk about this with you guys today. I have some great examples of very gaming heavy show today. Very gaming heavy show. I got the GTA 6 footage leaks. We have an insane, I don't know if you guys saw the insane GameStop trade-in where a guy traded in over $10,000 worth of stuff. It was spectacular. Well, I'll show that a little bit later on. We have the quintessential difference between an influencer and a content creator. I'm going to show that to you a little bit later on. That makes sense. And our boy Marty O'Donnell went on OAN the other day and was talking about his experience of getting sacked from Sack Anime, the event we talked about last week. And I thought it was a really profound couple minutes, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And wouldn't you know it, the new game about Wolverine has an option in it, which is about the most non-Wolverine option possible. I'm very excited to talk about that with you guys today. So if you are new to our channel and our show, we are live every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time to about 1 p.m.-ish, maybe a little bit later. And we're glad you're with us. So hit that subscribe button. Join the 149,000 just normal men who have found us over on YouTube, the over 53,000 who have found us over at rumble.com/SideScrollers. We're live over on Kick, which is great because, Phoenix, it's Wednesday, isn't it?
It sure is, Craig.
What?
I know what that means.
What does it mean, Phoenix?
It means we're Craigin' it with Cal.
That's right. After today's show, it's Craigin' it with Kick exclusively over on kick.com/SideScrollers right after the show ends. So please join us or join me exclusively over there. I don't know. Actually, I do know exactly what I'm going to be talking about today, and it's not what we're talking about today on the show. So join me over at kick.com/SideScrollers. We're also live over at Twitch, so the link is there as well. And if you want us to show up in your pants every day on your phone, you can find us over on Spotify. It'll just go right there, download right there for you, super easy. and you can find us, which is great. By the way, Spotify, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I understand why they have the opportunity to pay out millions to people like Joe Rogan to be on their platform, because their ad rates on that platform are stupid from a content creator perspective. Like, we should just be uploading everything over on Spotify, everything, because it's nuts. Like they're paying, like, I'm not kidding when I say this. On YouTube, we make about, this is so stupid. For those of you who don't know, on YouTube, in the gaming space in particular, you make about $2.50 for every 1,000 views of your content, right? And other piece of content, like if we were to be like a financial show, that ad rate is like worth like $15. We are on the lowest ad rates on YouTube, right? In the gaming space. It's stupid. On Spotify, I'm not kidding. It's like $50 per every 1,000 views. It's stupid. I don't even know how they do it. I don't know how they charge it. I don't know. It's crazy. So go upload your stuff to Spotify, folks. Just letting you know. And go watch our stuff on Spotify, folks. It's really good. It's like maybe the best way to support the show. We're doing absolutely nothing, just watching it. It's great. Also, if I can go do a little more business talk, we have a brand new channel called SideScroller's Bits.
Yeah.
And this is exciting. I'm excited for this channel because we're going to be uploading 5 videos a day on this channel.
Oh, wow.
And I have tasked our social media guy yesterday to do this. He has taken over all responsibility. I got us to monetization there. Now he is taking it over, and he's taken 5 clips from every show, and we're going to have them Monday through Sunday, every single day, 5 clips, nonstop side scrollers, little bits of the show. It's going to be great. So yeah, a lot of good things going on over there. Speaking of good things, and Marty O'Donnell, I mentioned this earlier, guys, Sin City coming up. Very excited. Marty's going to join us. Me, Blabs, Phoenix, Arch, Jake, Tectone, Marty O'Donnell, all in one single place in Las Vegas, September 25th. It's a special event. And by the way, we're gonna set a date. We got to buy a lot of things for this. We got to buy a lot of things for everybody who's coming. So we're gonna need to set a date for when the tickets are going to not be on sale anymore. I'll have that for you guys early next week, which is good. But we're very excited about Sin City. So
have you ever met Marty in person, Craig?
Not in person. No. But okay. I feel like he's my dad on the internet.
Yeah, no. Like I said, I keep saying it. I'm really excited to meet him. I think this is a huge win for all of us that he's making his way down. I'm really looking forward to that. Like I said, what I'm fascinated by is, like, obviously an incredible hero in the video game landscape, and then to boot, then he goes and becomes my hero trying to do something politically. He saw he wanted to make some change, and he said, you know what, I'll be the guy that tries to do it. So I'm very excited to meet him.
Marty is it's amazing. I'm not afraid of Marty. I just want to point that out. We're not afraid of Marty.
You're alone, my friend. I know. I've already increased my security.
In our boots.
Yeah.
I seriously think it would be really funny is if we wheeled him in like Hannibal Lecter.
Yes.
When I think that'd be spectacular.
I agree.
It'd be so good. All right. So
whether
lots
he
of things
likes it or not, we're doing
right. He's actually trying to get out the entire time.
Tough shit, my friend.
Sorry, Marty.
Wiggle out of this, piano boy.
So anyways, that's coming up very soon. Get your link. Get your tickets down below with the link. It's right there. It's at the Space in Las Vegas. Very much looking forward to hanging out with you guys then and there. ORAM came in right at the bat with $5 freaking. Says, did Ember get a new mic? I don't know why she sounds a bit like Rana to me. Conspiracy time.
No new microphone. Same microphone I've had from the beginning.
Yep, just a little less delay, which is excellent. Urando came in and says, Amber, you told us to behave, yet right at the bat, you and Lord Intellectual start misbehaving. Behave, you two.
Sorry.
James says, with $20 freaking, says, hello, Ember and Lord Intellectual from one of the strays. Thank you, James. Appreciate your support. Lenny says, get a room, you two. The ships are going out right now.
Get your man somewhere else, you two weirdos.
We did warn you.
B. Wood says, Ember has told us to behave today. She threatened to just have the Hassan Piker bathtub pick. What? All of the stream. Hey, you guys can misbehave. It's okay. Just don't get us booted off the internet. That's fine. Superlane says, "Happy Hump Day. What happened? Whatever happened to your voice, Ember? And congratulations, Lord Intellectual, on finally making it to Side Scrollers." Well, did something happen to your voice?
It's quite the accomplishment.
Oh, that's
Not a
good.
thing. It's the same as it's always been. You guys are you're hearing things. That's all.
I like that Side Scrollers is becoming an accomplishment for people. That's hilarious. Thanks. Appreciate it. That's great. Uncle Danny. Oh, hey, Unc. Good to see you. Says Phoenix's boat story the other day was super messed up. Then I imagined that the other guy was Craig with his pants down saying, "Are we ready to move ahead of the industry?" Then it became hilarious. Oh, no.
Time to move on. You know what? Let's test it out. Get me on a boat, Craig. Let's see what happens.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, that's we will not be we won't be revisiting that one. No.
Fun.
Captain Reddy says, "Remember Strays, Uncle who's Atatanashi?
Atanashi.
Yes. Remember. Him is watching. Derek came in. Says, Stuttering Craig got a shout out from Tuesday night's main event last night. They said he's one of the OGs and gave Side Scrollers a plug. Well, that's nice. Thank you. Tuesday night's main event is great. I was on their show for a little bit, and then life got in the way with school and stuff. So Ray says, I'm giving Craig and crew cash to tell you to go subscribe to the Palu and Sora channel on YouTube from a Smash Brothers anime set in Chicago, or Naruto with Talk no Jutsu, replaced with Fiance no Jutsu. It's some of the best AI content that's being slept on. Okay. Well, thank you for that. We appreciate that. And
thank you.
Go check out their channel, I guess. Delta says, I do find it funny when a reaction channel that covers cartoons will get the same sponsorship as investment advice channels. There's been an offering Morgan and Morgan for lawsuits. It's like watching local TV all over again. Man, we got to get on that Morgan and Morgan money. We got to get on that. That'd be great. Hey, real quick, speaking of reactions, coming up at shortly after the show today, I have a reaction to the background NPC. That's what the thumbnail is going to look like. I encourage you guys to check it out. She's talking about toxic positivity, some of the things that we talked about on the show, but that'll be a little bit later on. So when you guys see this thumbnail, make sure you click it. That's us, okay? All right. Thank you very much for your super chats, direct donations, rumble rants throughout the duration of the show. They are spectacular, and we appreciate them very much so, as we cannot do the show without them. We also can't do the show without news. So let's get into it, friends. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
Okay, so I saw this on X the other day, and so have 8.4 million other people. And I was honestly, pardon the pun, shocked at this when I saw this. When you guys see Thor's hammer, what's the lore behind Thor's hammer? Anybody know the whole lore
Only
behind
that
this?
you can pick it up, and if you're worthy.
Correct.
Yeah, it's Mjolnir was formed in the heart of a dwarf star, I believe.
Yes. So is he the thunder god? Is that the idea behind Thor? Yep. Okay. So let's fast forward to right now. And when you go to like conventions or in events, they always do something to try to draw you in. And I saw this and I thought, holy shit, this is awesome. Then I thought, holy shit, how are they doing this in 2026? Let me introduce you to the Thor's hammer chair in this video here.
Would you want to know what it feels like to be Thor for 5 seconds? This is the Thor's Hammer Challenge, and it looks simple until you actually sit down and try it. The rules are easy. The challenger sits in the chair and grips the handle of Thor's hammer with one hand. Once the machine turns on, all you have to do is withstand the electric shock for 5 full seconds without letting go. Sounds pretty tempting, right? It's only 5 seconds of electricity. Just grit your teeth and tough it out. But anyone who has actually tried it quickly realizes that the $5,000 prize is a lot harder to win than it looks. At first, most challengers look completely relaxed, like the money is already theirs. But the instant the power comes on, everything changes. Their legs start kicking wildly, their faces turn bright red, and even though only 1 or 2 seconds have passed, it looks like they've been struggling for half a minute. But here's the strange part. If their entire body is twisting around like that, why don't they just let go of the hammer? It's not that they don't want to. The electrical stimulation causes the muscles in the hand and forearm to contract hard. Their brain may be telling their fingers to release, but the muscles can't respond normally. So you get this bizarre scene where the whole body is desperately trying to pull away, while the hand is still gripping the handle. That's what makes this challenge so brutal. You think you only have to survive 5 seconds, but once it starts, every second feels stretched out forever. According to the challenge, no one has managed to last the full 5 seconds yet. If it were you, do you think you could make it and walk away with 5,000?
Okay, so you get the idea. I saw this.
Say real fast,
Yes.
I'd love to see the paperwork for this, for everyone signing away their lives for all the health stuff. Because like it'd be like a giant form of paperwork, and you gotta sign like, yes, I won't sue, no, I won't die, and come back and sue you, like whatever it is, like all this stuff.
Yes, that is the exact point. As like I was like, this is amazing. How are they allowing this in this super litigious world that we live in? How does this exist in 2026?
I think I can answer it to a degree.
Yes,
I think you can answer to a degree because this is honestly not overly different from tasers that police use. It's the exact same principle. When police use a taser, it affects the exact same biological response. I don't know what amperage or what voltage is going through there, but it's the exact same thing. The only consideration that this whoever's putting this on would have to be for is like, do you have a pacemaker? That would be like the one very certainly. Any pacemaker or any cardiac conditions would be the one major consideration. But otherwise, it's basically like having going through a taser demonstration, having a police officer just hit you with a taser. Exact same response.
Yeah, but if I was to go to like a convention or something, they don't just have the police out there being like, hey, you want to get tased by a taser? You know, like this just seems like a very consumer-friendly way to get shocked, which is kind of...
I'm just curious as to why Phoenix is giggling his ass off about the thought of being electrocuted. Do you have a story to share?
No, it wasn't a story. I just imagined some old fucker with a ticker in there who dies on there and wins by like 40 minutes because he's just sitting there just shaking. Like, wow, okay, overkill, wow. And then you just hear, Grandpa...
I think he won.
I think he won.
I honestly...
reference.
Yeah, go, Lord.
No, for everybody's reference, if you ever do need to touch what you believe might be an electrified wire, first off, don't. But if circumstances are such that you must, always gently lay the back of your hand against it, because your muscles are naturally in an off state, and it is the electrical signals from your nervous system that forces them to contract. So if you go to grab with an open hand and you are electrocuted, that will clamp your hand down and will increase the current. So if you touch it with the back of your hand, it will cause your muscles to contract and fly away from the electrical wire. Guess who grew up on a farm and learnt that the hard way?
I was going to say, wow.
I've been electrocuted by fences because I was working on ranches.
So this
They hurt.
The irony of this is that this took place at SHOT Show 2026, which is a big firearms shooting show. That took place in Vegas this past year, and I don't know why they're promoting Thor at SHOT Show, but I think that's pretty damn cool.
Are they promoting their stun gloves at SHOT Show? Because I know that's been a big thing in the news. Is like to be distributed to law enforcement. It's like gloves within like taser gloves. Could that be why? Was it in conjunction with that?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe it is.
I doubt it because I don't know if this is an official Thor Disney Marvel thing. That I don't know, but I can't imagine they'd want to be associated with ICE, which is who now are getting the electric gloves. By the way,
true.
Yeah, that's true. It does just say it doesn't look like really anything. It's just Thor's hammer here. And it doesn't look like there's any.
If this was an ICE thing, I would like to grab like an illegal immigrant's head or something and have to hold on to it that'd be fun.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah, for 5 seconds. Yeah.
You got poor Pedro over there trying to get away, and Phoenix over here with his Thor hammer god hand.
I'm not letting go. Yeah.
Get my $5,000.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that exists. I don't know how. It reminds me of those theme parks from like the 60s, 70s that had ridiculous like no safety rules.
Yes.
There was that one out in Jersey. What's the famous one out in like,
Action
New
Park?
York? Yes. Action Park, and it's so,
They had
it's so
a
fun.
loop to loop in a water slide. That was them. Yeah.
Have you seen the documentary on that? Just a quick side
I
note.
have, and it's wonderful, and it can confirm, like, because I knew people that used to go there all the time, and the amount of bodily harm they'd come back with was great. But that's the joy of being a guy. It's always funny getting hurt. At least for me, I always find it funny.
This is footage of Action Park here. This is like when you just look at this initial, like people diving off this stuff. Like there's no guardrails at all. People just diving into the wave pool and stuff. This is so good, so good. There's truly nothing in the world like Action Park. So, anyways, now we have Action Park returning in the form of Thor's hammer here at SHOT Show, which is good. So, I love everything about that. I hope there's more things like that in the future. What's the next step? Maybe you have to. Oh no, maybe you have to take a shower and still be wet before you touch Thor's hammer. That'd be.
Ooh, I like that one.
the next level. Lord, how would that go if I was soaking wet and then touched Thor's hammer? Would that go very well for me?
It certainly would not. You're definitely going to get an increase in conductivity there. But hey, it's going to cause quite the spark show for everyone else. So take one for the team and help them increase their attendance, won't you?
I love that you have this useless knowledge. I say it's not useless knowledge at all. It's extremely valuable knowledge. You know, maybe that's how somebody. It'd be really creepy if I'm being totally honest with you. If somebody went up instead of doing this over it, they went like this, and then their hand went around the outside like.
That was
really
a mental image we did not need to have.
Like really fucking creepy.
I would like to attempt it with a clearly fake hand and just try and do it. Like clearly, I have it through the sleeve and just put it limp down there and just see. That's what I'd like to try.
Like your arm is still 6 inches long. Like your right arm's 6 inches longer than your left arm. You're walking in. I love that idea. All right. Let's go and move on. I have a great example of true masculinity here in just a second. But first, Duke came in says with 5 says for Montez. Also, why does Lord Intellectual sound like a filtered what is that? I'm sorry, Ember. I'm sure you know what that is.
Omegaddon or
Armageddon?
Oh my god, Omegaddon. I don't know, Duke. Why is that, Lord?
Quite frankly, I'm guessing Omegaddon is going to be a transformer here. We were talking about Halo before. I'm up on my Halo lore, but not so much on my transformer lore. Why don't you enlighten us in the chat, Duke?
Imagine came in and says, be careful when covering the links. Rockstar and Take-Two are very litigious. I ain't scared. We aren't going to show anything. Captain Rede says, Hassan would be right at home sitting in that chair.
$5,000 goes to
Take his
Kaya.
hand down.
There it is. Insolent came in and says, Hassan's new dog chair, hashtag free Kaya. Commodore fan says, people better have good insurance as 5K won't cover a day in the hospital with heart issues. I learned that firsthand recently. Commodore fan, we got to get you away from SHOT Show, man.
Have any of you guys ever been electrocuted before?
Yeah, I've been shocked. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's like the
Well,
one.
once
like,
or twice.
I'm usually pretty good. I'm really good with pain threshold. Shocking, I don't. Not for me. That one's like a hurt.
Yeah, I got hit in the
Experience
chest.
pain.
With
Go
what?
on.
You got hit
What,
in the chest
Blabs?
with what?
Oh, electric fence.
Yeesh.
It bounced back at me, so I was moving an electric fence, and it's like one of those. It's just basically a string, really. And I was moving it because I was rotating cows and pigs. There was a pasture rotation thing going on. So I was moving the fence, and it somehow it got stuck on something, and it bounced back and smacked me in the chest, and I fell down. Yeah, happened a couple times that summer.
It's like the Jurassic
I
Park
get hit by a
shock.
taser.
Oh, really? Were you at SHOT Show?
No, I was able to go to like a demonstration. League of Police, like they were doing like a demonstration of some sort, and they offered to basically hit some with a taser. I went, and I stupidly went, okay, I'll do it. And so they hit me with the taser, and I got like a 5-second ride on the taser. And it's like, just everything just completely locks up. You cannot move your muscles. I like went up on my toes, and when they stopped it, immediately recovered. But it felt like someone hit me in my side with a sledgehammer. I was, oh, this is not fun.
It's funny. I actually have breaking footage of Blabs here getting shocked. Here, this is. Oh no! Oh, there she goes.
That actually happened a couple times, and it really hurt. Every single time it happens, it's like when the fence like bounced back or whatever, or something happened where I hit my foot or hit my hand or whatever. And every single time, it's always witnessed by my coworkers. So what happened was I had to open up an electric gate for my coworker because he was taking the truck through. So he's in the driver's seat, and I'm obviously the passenger bitch. I had to open the gate for him and everything. And as I'm closing, he gets stuck on something. I can't remember. And I just scream because it hurts so bad. I like flew up in the air, and he's just like on the phone going like, "What the fuck is going on?" He's like, "You good?" I'm like, "Yeah." So, yeah, it's always fun.
There it is.
Yeah,
thank you,
the way I
Blabs.
am now. I was
love
shocked
it.
too many times.
Cody says, I've been nailed with enough arc welders, tasers, and car batteries to say I could do that easily. Money for Xeno Saga. Let's go, Coyote, you tough son of a bitch. Ultra V came in with 5, says the horse hammer challenge doesn't shock you, it just vibrates extremely fast. Okay, all right. Jarl Doom says, cops chasing a suspect, yells, taser, 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 throws hammer at him. Ex-Army Pal says, vets already did the Thor's hammer while soaking wet. It's called KBR showers in Iraq. Ooh. Captain Reddy says, Lord Intellectual is always so full of knowledge. And Commodore Fan says, I was born with a condition that causes my body to produce too much electricity, and it causes high pulse rate. So if someone has that and doesn't know it, those Thor shocks can be a bad day. What? So sorry, born with a condition where your body produces too much electricity, Commodore Fan? What the hell are you talking about? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Is this a thing?
Hot electric eel.
Yeah, I didn't know this is a thing. Okay, all right.
We should have hired you for the Amazing Spider-Man 2, bro.
This is crazy.
Screw Jamie Foxx. Common offense should have been him.
Delta with 5 says, mind you, Twitch and the ball pit scandal, I don't think they'd really think these things through if someone has a weak heart and did have problems. And if you get shocked, and if you shock yourself on the Thor's chair, Morgan & Morgan can help you settle your case. All right, Delta, we got to get on that Morgan & Morgan money, man. Damn. All right, let's go and move on. I saw this online and wanted to share this with you guys. So this is not meant to be funny at all. This is actually meant to be a perfect example of what I feel a man should be. People talk about toxic masculinity. Blech, I think that's such a stupid phrase. This is actual masculinity. As this guy was going by in his truck and he saw this poor lady face down. See what happened. No, Phoenix. He did not run her over. He's like, 500 points. No, that is not how the story plays
Grandma
out.
got ran over by a reindeer.
Or by a 4x4 truck
You okay?
here. Is that not just the saddest thing you've ever seen in your entire
Fell
life?
in the freaking puddle. It's tragic.
It is. It's so sad. And she tried. Listen to how this goes. Hold on, Ember, are you laughing?
I am laughing.
No, I'm not
Okay.
laughing.
Okay, Phoenix, you're laughing. All right.
Yeah.
Stand up in a minute. You want to count to 3? I'm gonna get under your arms. I'm gonna lift you up. You tell me. We're gonna count to 3, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Real talk. She's 6 inches to her left. She's dead.
Yeah.
Her face is in that water. She's drowning. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. And she's over here just trying to make her way home. And this guy over here coming along, help her out. This is the way people should act.
You're gonna have to just sit back. I got you. You okay?
Yep.
It's okay. Okay. All right. I got you. Don't strain yourself. I got it. I got you in the chair. Well, let's get out of this water.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
Sweet old lady.
No. You don't have to turn around.
And she's over here
now.
God, Phoenix. God damn.
Just tips right back over.
Turns out one of her tires popped.
Yeah.
Phoenix over here. Just this idea of Phoenix out here picking this lady up, put her in her chair. Then he's like, now you try, and pushes her over.
Yep.
I could say it.
Oh my God. Well, this guy is a better man than you, Phoenix, unfortunately.
That is
curious
correct.
as to why he was recording all of this. Like, he's recording on his chest, like driving and everything. I'm wondering, like, was he like an Uber driver and he just records everything, for security purposes?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, isn't that
I
kind
was
of weird,
wondering
though?
about that
Like, that he
too.
just casually has a camera on his chest or head, his hat, whatever.
This is a thing that's happening more and more frequently, where people are driving with cameras facing out, maybe cameras on them for whatever reason. It's just, for some reason, this is just something that's popping up more. People want to feel safer. But hey, man, I doubt this is staged, because getting a lady like this to be like, listen,
Hey, yo,
I'm going to
just fall in
drive.
the puddle. Thank you.
Yeah.
Listen, old geriatric lady in a walker. Can you please go face down in the water while I drive by and pick you up?
Tough shit, old bag.
My God. Listen, we love ourselves some dark humor here. Phoenix is probably the dark humor is specialist over here. But
It's part of being God King Emperor.
Yeah.
As part of God King Emperor, Phoenix, are you the guy who's like, listen, you do not pick up old ladies. This is natural survival instincts. If she
Exactly.
can't make it, she's dead.
You big pussies.
My God. Let's see how this ends up.
If you can lift your legs up, I'm just gonna push you. Yeah.
He turns back around and just,
Shoves
whoa.
it down the hill.
I hope he hooks her up to the back of the truck and just goes.
Oh my God. I hope he took her to the hospital or called 911 or something just so she could get checked.
Just sparks flying in the back. Tires down to the fucking metal as he's going down the highway 90.
Dirty grandma.
God, Phoenix, you're in a mood.
He's going to shove her in the Thor chair next.
God damn, I just can't wait for the AI imagery to come through with that. I just can't wait. Phoenix driving a truck with it's like what's that, National Lampoon's Vacation,
Yeah,
where they
yeah.
the dog leash is just in the back.
Yes.
Oh my God. Well, this guy is way better than all of us. Oh, that's so nice.
Let me go get you a cup of water.
All right, so there you go. They listen. I'm glad it wasn't Phoenix who found this lady on an old country road, face down in the water right here. My God, are we horrible people?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to thank you for the
No.
confirmation. No, okay. Sorry, that's just so freaking funny to me. According to people on the internet, we are horrible people. That's okay. It's just a little bit of
The
dark
best
humor.
line of that National Lampoon's thing with the dog was like, he kept up for 2 miles and then
Yes.
Was the cop there just kind of standing there, just taking it all in. It's so good.
Looking like he's been through a war, just like that 1,000-yard stare, looking where the dog tried to run for 2 miles.
Please, for the love of God, please somebody make that with AI. Please, for the love of God, make Phoenix in a truck driving down the road with a wheelchair attached to a ski, poor grandma back there trying to hold on. The wheelchair just bouncing around back there, sparks flying. That's spectacular.
tire down to the metal. Sparks. Yeah.
God damn. Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's so bad. Blast, please read some super chats while I compose myself.
Okie dokie. So, Mercenary for One says Stan Lee on his Superhuman show once showed a guy who could be electrocuted and not feel a thing or be affected by it. We're talking an average that would actually cause a person to be dead instantly. I'm assuming he signed a lot of waivers before showing that. Mercenary for One says, as for me and that door's hammer, I might be able to handle it, and this is mine. Then I might be able to feel something in my dead soul. Well, do let me know about Door's hammer. Yeah, thank you. Magnus for 5 says, real men will laugh and help her up and be responsible for your community. Thank you very much. Rip Frank Beard, he was drummer for CZ Top, one of my favorite bands. I'm sorry. Captain Rudy for 5 says, let's be honest, it doesn't matter what it is. If someone tells you not to laugh at something, you're gonna laugh at it. Dark humor for the win. Jewish AF for 5 says, I like using TENS unit in a way a medical professional wouldn't recommend. Oh, I hate the TENS unit. I've got PTSD from the TENS unit for physical therapy. That's another story. When I got shot in the chest with a taser, the officer wasn't expecting that I'd pull out the prong due to my acclimation. Jesus Christ, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Corona Fan for 2 says, Craig, conditions with electrical pathways to and in the heart are more common than you think. Old ways are taking nitro pills. Now it's beta blockers and or heart ablation surgery to kill pathways.
Okay. Thank you for the clarity on that. I appreciate that. I was hoping that Lord would come in with some incredible knowledge like that, but
well, funnily enough, you were talking about masculinity. And just before this show, Amber and I were discussing, I was telling her about how I used to be the smallest male in my class. And that is most definitely not the case now. But the point of that is I've experienced both sides of it. So now that I am quite large, one of my favorite things about being a man is that masculinity. It is about being out with friends. And someone outside the group starts to get aggressive and confrontational. And in that moment, everyone takes a half step towards you because they know that you will protect them. They know that you are the type to stand up and take charge and protect your community and those that are important to you. So congratulations on this gentleman for stepping out and actually doing that for this complete stranger. Strong men build strong communities.
I feel like we should have had just glory, glory, hallelujah playing behind you while you were going on that. That was wonderful. Thank you for that. I don't know where to go now after that wonderful dialogue. Thank you very for that, Lord. I appreciate it. Let's go and move on and talk video game redemption trade-ins. What do you say, huh? All right. Good times, am I right? Okay. This is a viral story over the last few days. Brilliant marketing by GameStop. And this is one of those things. Hey, Phoenix, you have a bunch of consoles. You got a bunch of all sorts of video game consoles hanging around, huh?
Yeah, I got, that many games, you name it. Yeah, big collector.
Mm-hmm. Well, this guy traded in a bunch of old, broken consoles to GameStop. I mean, you can see right here. And this is the receipt. Receipts right here. This is lots and lots of stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. Lots of stuff. This guy traded in, I mean, looks like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of items over here. From PSP, it looks like Xbox 360s. Looks like a Super Nintendo potentially there. That kind of looks like a Super Nintendo, I guess. But lots of 3DSs and all sorts of random things. There's a Game Gear there. Holy crap. So he traded all this in and got store credit. Look at that happy guy right there. That's a happy guy with all of his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He got like 10 GameStop cards for credit right there.
He can buy all the Funko Pops he wants now.
Right, Blabs. As a matter of fact, he absolutely can. Let's play the game. How much did this guy get? Knowing he got 10 cards right there, and he traded in. This is what the receipt looked like. I mean, this is a pretty massive receipt here. What do you think this guy got?
$5.
Okay. Blabs starting the bidding low at $5. All right. $5 from Blabs. Ember.
You said he got 10 cards?
He had 10 cards.
So I'm going to say he got $5,000.
$5,000. Excellent. Sounds good. Lord?
I'm going to be a little more generous than Blabs, but given my experience with trade-ins, I'm going to guess there's $1.50 on each of those cards for a total of $15 US.
Wow. And Phoenix.
$1,750. $1,750.
Oh.
Okay. Well, if you were to take all of them, combine them into one total, y'all would be wildly under $10,690.06.
Wow.
Yes, which means he can now put the actually just have his own GameStop.
Yeah.
He could put his money down. Start right there. So $10,000.
The only thing I thought of when I first saw his face was that he looked like a little bit of the quartering, and I was like, ugh.
The quartering traded in $10,000 of stuff.
By the way, never gift this guy a console. Good Lord, what the fuck fuck was he
Right.
doing? Like, he just got one, he just threw it in the bathtub? Like, how many fucking consoles did he break? What?
That's a good question, Phoenix. What's he doing? Just hanging around, you know? So he had $10,000 worth of stuff, which I guess the big question is, whenever you trade in things for store credit, generally GameStop lowballs you pretty good, but they do give you a little bit more store credit than they would cash. Would you rather have $10,600 of store credit at GameStop, or let's just say $9,000 cash? What would you guys rather have?
I'd rather get the cash.
Yeah.
Same, cash.
Until they start doing gaming PCs, I'm going to go with the cash as well.
Right. I just think, you got to really love GameStop. And you got to really love Funko Pops and T-shirts and everything that's pretty much not video games.
Expensive over there, GameStop. So you're literally paying more for what you could pay less somewhere else. So the cash makes the most logical decision.
You do whatever you want with that cash too. At GameStop,
you got to pay some bills, some medical bills. Here you go, done.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible they did not offer him cash and they only offered him the in-store credit?
Maybe.
Good question.
Oh,
I don't know.
So much of it.
But I mean,
I didn't even know they took in broken stuff. I didn't know that was a policy. I guess that's news.
That's kind of a new thing, I believe.
Yeah, this is the comments on this are actually pretty wild. Eric pointed out, says 10K for in-store credit for broken consoles is wild. And yeah, I didn't know they just took broken shit. Kick Gaming says you traded in his junk. I mean, I guess, yeah, if it's all broken consoles.
It depends on how broken it is, right? If it's completely smashed up inside, or it just needs a little fine-tuning adjustment, or a small little piece needs to be replaced. It depends, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know if this guy could have got 100K, but I think he certainly could have done more if he sold it on eBay or sold them online.
Yeah, but eBay has insane fees.
Right.
And he has to ship it out himself.
Yeah, you gotta. So if it gets lost or damaged, you gotta worry about shipping and transit, insurance, and USPS just increased their prices too on postage, which is fun. So.
Is this guy right? Robbed this man blind and is now bragging about it on social media. GameStop is nothing more than the average thug.
To me, if it was me, I'd probably go to repair shops. You'd probably get a better deal by selling it to them because they need those parts. You probably get a much bigger exchange.
I recently rejuvenated my old DS Lite because they have just come out with the DS Pico, which is essentially a little SD card adapter that allows you to
did you say
whatever games.
I'm sorry, Lord. Can I stop you for a second? The what code?
DSP?
The DS Pico.
The Dark Side Phil code.
Wow.
Okay. Please, I'm sorry. Continue, Lord. I'm sorry. I got a little trauma right there for me. Go ahead.
No, by all means. So this essentially allows you to put an SD card on it. And I am a enthusiast archivist, and I maintain my own sovereign cloud. So on my original DS Lite hardware, I now have every DS game ever released, just ready to go. And that lives with me now. So I carry that around with me, and I play that DS whenever I'm on the train, and it is glorious.
Nice trains. Let's go.
That's their takeaway. Trains for the win.
That's right. Trains. Let's go. Speaking of DSP, this guy actually, nailed it right here. This is DSP's retirement plan, right here. Trading everything in right there. But there's a lot of companies like this company over here. J&L Games says, no, Josh, those are not junk, and we worth way more than 10K under our appraisal and trade-in program. You got major ripped off. I need to go check out J&L over here.
Side note: this is a it's a small portion of the community that's going to know what the hell I'm talking about. Does he not look exactly like the Goblin in the original Masters of the Universe movie? Exactly like him.
Yes,
the little
I
tiny
know
guy.
who you're talking about. Yes,
it's identical. Just put long
yes.
hair on him.
Yes, and have him and the beard needs to be increased, and he needs to be wearing robes and holding a staff.
Yes, but it's identical.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Wildor, it's
yes.
identical.
Fascinating. Wildor, yes.
I'm gonna say this right now, Phoenix, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor bastard went
Okay.
into trading his consoles, and now we're just firing shots at him. What are you gonna do?
Guy's $10,000 in trade-in. Richard over here, Phoenix over here, pulling down his pants and just pooping on his face.
Yeah, fix your face with that 10,000, you son of a bitch.
God damn, Phoenix.
Jesus.
He's in rare form today. Holy shit. All the rumors are true. We are horrible people. The rumors are true. Nick Calandra is right. We're all horrible shit people. Oh no.
There's actually something I've been thinking about this when you were scrolling through all those comments, and especially the ones saying like, "Oh, we would have given you more for it." I question whether or not they were not just like kind of trying to like boost themselves, saying, "Oh, you got ripped off," to try and like make GameStop look bad and make this guy feel bad. When they're saying, "Oh, we would have given you way more than $10,000." It's like these days I don't necessarily believe you, and are you just trying to like boost yourself up and say, oh, make ourselves better, promote ourselves, when you probably maybe wouldn't have taken it in the first place or even given them less?
Well, it is broken consoles rather than Star Wars Lego, so pretty good dice roll there.
Well, $10,000 richer, or at least in credit, so he can go in and buy all the video game consoles he wants, and good for him. Congratulations to him. Tenarian came in with 5, says, I got zapped by a CRT TV once, extremely painful, and I felt my heart cramp up so, oh my God, I felt my heart cramp up so hard, it felt like I was about to pop. My entire upper body locked up, but I had enough control in my legs to drop to the floor. My arms and chest were sore for a week. Wow.
Craig, I must ask, have you ever had the pleasure of dismantling one of the old CRT TVs?
No.
Okay, so as someone who has worked in IT and whose responsibility it was to dispose of these, the best way that you get rid of these old cathode ray tubes is you dig a great big pit in the ground. You then place it with the screen facing up, and you take about 10 steps backwards, and you throw a brick high up over the wall so it comes crashing down onto the CRT, because those are under vacuum, and you get an implosion. So you'll hear a massive boom, and then glass will fly up out of this pit that you've dug like a fountain. It is wonderful to watch.
I'm waiting for the supercut of all the Lord Intellectual random tips of trivia today.
I have a question. Lord Intellectual, are you a pyrotechnic?
I have set many things on fire, yes.
Okay.
I like that your
pirate.
IT experience is digging a pit and throwing bricks at equipment. That's my kind of...
It's not stupid if it
fix
works.
We just break it.
I had to smash
How
my
else are you going
Nokia
to
phone
decompress it?
with a sledgehammer once.
Tenarian
And
came
you
in.
had to get a second sledgehammer after that, I'm assuming.
Huh?
You had to get a second sledgehammer after that, trying to
No,
break a Nokia
what I ended
phone.
up doing was I put like the Nokia flip phones in a giant plastic baggie, so that way when it broke into pieces, it would still be in the little baggie. And I just took a sledgehammer in my bar and I was like, whack, 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 and I just kind of like killed it a whole bunch of times.
Sorry, Blabs. What did you do again?
I whacked it
I'm sorry. Did you do it 3 times?
bunch of times.
Can you recreate that one more time for me, please?
Whack. I'm not doing it again.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure how you did it, so I just needed it.
Whacking it and just...
Tenarian says, Craig literally said the guy got 10K at the start of the show, and you all guessed wrong, even here in the plush chat. The attention span of you people. Anyway, I've scanned more stuff into Game Eyes since my last update. I'm currently at a total of $61,000. Wow, Tenarian. You may get about $6 or $7 at GameStop for that. Congratulations. That's great. Blast, why don't you get a couple supers while I get the next story queued up, please?
All right, Young Stove for two says, important question. Do you all know the Muffin Man?
It's between us and the Muffin Man, not you.
I'm ready. Got a Shrek shirt on.
Of course you did.
Yeti for Five says, bless that man. Lost one of my opening regulars like that when I used to work fast food. Rip Trapper Bob. Captain Ready for Five says, what's the difference between Lego and console? If you trade in your consoles, you get paid. Excuse me, sir, Captain Rudy. It's Lego, not Legos. It's not correct. And also, if you sell your factory sealed sets, you make a fuck ton of money depending on what set they are.
Just don't do it with bricks and minifigs.
That's true. Good
that's
point.
true. Magnum for 5 says, why does Dr. Pepper come in a bottle? Because his wife has passed away.
Oh, I got that. It took a moment. It took a moment. Oh,
Last year, I
that
traded a
is
lot of
horrible.
stuff into Second and Charles in the local flea market seller, and as it was much easier than eBay, even if I didn't get fractional what my game collection was worth. Yeah. Ace of Spades for 20 says, you need to have a Venetrix, the purple wolf girl, VTuber on SideScroller sometime in the future. She is super based. Well, I took a screenshot of this, and I'll look into it. Thank you. Buzz for 20 says, GameStop online sells Magic the Gathering cards and other game cards. If you're flipping or a collector, it's better than the cash. I would take the cash. Happy birthday, Phoenix. Greetings, Lord Intellectual. Stays for fire. Commoner Fran for 2 says, to be fair to the guy, in many areas of the country, they don't have any local game stores or flea market sellers offering more money, and so GameStop is their only local option. Yeah, that's also fair. Upson Sama for 10 says, is it normal to want to fight that GameStop Josh fella in the duck? Trust me, there is much more value than 10K. I'm a retro gamer, so trust me, parts still worth something. But yeah, his face is rage-inducing. Brother, this guy's catching strays for just existing.
God damn.
I mean, we were joking about it. We didn't want to bunch him.
Yeah. Captain Rudy for 5 says, bro looks like the big guy from Austin Powers. YouTube won't let me say his name, but he's the one that's big enough to be the sumo wrestler. Yeah, that's kind of funny. We're caught up for now.
All right, excellent. I wanted to get on. Okay, I promised this at the start of the show. There's a difference between an influencer and a content creator. And I know of this guy. I think I may have actually done something with him a long time ago. You guys familiar with Nick before? You guys ever heard of this guy before? Over on YouTube, on Twitch? You ever know this guy?
No.
He's
He
a
is
Fortnite
massive.
creator, most likely not.
Correct. He is a Fortnite creator. 8.7 million subscribers over on YouTube. He is a beast of a creator. He streams every day. He is, as he says, family-friendly, positive Fortnite creator, born in Nova Scotia. There you go. So he's so happy, such a happy guy. 5 million followers over on Twitch. Now, Nick gets sent a lot of stuff, and Nick was recently sent something for Fortnite Chapter 7, Season 4. I don't even know what we're doing here, and I just want to play this here and see if there's anybody, Phoenix, you in particular, there's any red flags in here.
Fortnite Override. Break the rules. We got a little something for you to celebrate the new season in our collaboration with Sonic. Break the rules, change the game. Chapter 7, Season 4 arrives August 20th. Whoa. Whoa. What the heck? Sonic the Hedgehog. What the heck? Look, guys.
I just want to let you know, for all you retro game fans out there, this is just a trigger warning ahead of this.
I don't want to break it. No way. We have a, is that a Sega Genesis game or is that Super Nintendo? I think that's a Genesis. It's like the old cartridge. Wow, bro. Epic always crushes it with the promotion. Oh my goodness, look at that. Sonic the Hedgehog. Look how good that looks, bro. It's like the thing that you're going to put in for the Overdrive season where it drops down. Gosh, that's so cool. Very nice. Very like it pops.
All right. Phoenix, did you notice anything in particular during that opening from Nick over here?
I mean, the fact that he doesn't know what it is, and that but no, I didn't. Nothing out of the normal. But it's not supposed to be the original Sonic. This is not, because obviously the box is blue and that makes no sense. This is some special edition thing. So no, I did not notice it.
Well, I think a lot of people are noticing that he didn't know whether that's a Super Nintendo
Yeah, well, that's
or
what
a
I said.
Genesis.
Yes,
Right.
Yes, that
right.
I said. He had no idea what the hell it was. Yes.
And also that, Sonic was the Sega mascot on the Sega Genesis. You would think that he would know these things.
It's honestly, it depends on his age. If he's super young, they may not know what the hell that is. So I just maybe an age thing.
Well, Nick is 31 years old.
Then he has absolutely no reason to be that stupid.
Right. So I saw that, and I was honestly kind of put aback by that, I guess. That, I'm not expecting everybody to know everything about video game history. I'm not. But this is a guy who, he does this for a living. You think he'd have a little bit of knowledge when it comes to, specifically Sonic, one of the biggest mascots in the history of video games. I don't know. Ember, am I off on this?
Well, in fairness, you're forgetting about one significant disability that he has right off the jump. He's Canadian.
Plays Fortnite. Ah, yes, that too.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes. This guy is getting roasted in the comments, as you'd expect in a situation like this. And this is a common theme. To be honest, any Sonic fan deserves to have this package more than this man-child over here. This is a common theme here, that the idea that creators get these things as opposed to the fans. How much do you think? How much do you think something like your average Sonic fan would pay for something like this? I mean, this is pretty damn cool.
Is it just a game?
Well, it's a promotional thing, and that's the thing. I don't even know. Yeah. It looks like it does have a cartridge on it. When he holds that up, it does look like, I don't know if there's data on that or not. I mean, look, there's actual. You look at that in the background.
Like it's got a circuit board on there. If that is a legitimate Sonic cartridge that you could slot into a Genesis, I'd say a fan would probably pay like maybe $100. Maybe.
I think
more. I don't know. Yeah, I think more as well.
Yeah. Had a retro gamer especially gotten that, they would have lost their shit. That was also interesting. That guy had no idea how to open that box either, which was kind of funny.
And his description, like the way he was describing, maybe I was misunderstanding how he was describing to basically put the game into the Genesis. He was like, oh, you hold it up here and it drops down into it. I'm thinking, does he think you just hold it over the console, drop it, and it magically just slots into the Genesis properly, or what? But that confused me, honestly, the way he was talking about that.
Yeah, it was disheartening to say the least.
I've noticed that a lot of people that play Fortnite and like FPS games and stuff like that, I think they kind of went on that direction of like mobile and PC, and they probably have very little understanding of the console market, because like the console market essentially is our age group, and that's it, and it just keeps moving along with that group, and it picks up very few people behind. That's why Nintendo has been smart with the movies and things like that, to always keep trying to get the younger market to get onto the console. But a lot of people have, in that age and younger, will probably have no idea what this stuff is.
They're all on Roblox. They're all moving over to Roblox. That is becoming the dominant gaming platform.
True.
Rather depressingly.
Yeah, we keep your kids away from Roblox. Keep them away from Roblox. Well, that's where we're at, man. That is where we're at. We're at a place where people don't know if Sonic is a Super Nintendo game or a Genesis game, or what a Genesis cart looks like versus Super Nintendo cart. And that makes me want to slowly jump off the bridge with the noose on my head, around my neck, but that's okay. Right. Let's go ahead and move on to the GTA stuff. But first, Blaz, want to get a couple of these supers, please?
Okie dokies. Coming a fan for two. Says, Blabs, did you have a gangster rap playing when you whacked the Nokia phone? No. No, I did not. It was silent. Superlane for 5 says, I get you, Lord. Been powerlifting for 20 years and doing MMA for 15. I enjoy being the one people look to whenever a threat rears its head. West for 5. Blabs, how much money would the Corden have to give each show for you to co-host with him like Melanie Mack? You can't buy me, my guy, so none. Torgo for 10 says, in honor of our ICE agents gaining a new signature move. Here's a meme courtesy of Slap Anime and G Gundam. This hand of mine glows with an awesome power. Its burning grip tells me to deport you. Take this, my love, my anchor, and all of my sorrow. Shining finger. Thank you.
Okay.
Sinbad for 20 says, Lord Intellectual, me and some buddies in high school did that exact same thing with a CRT TV in the woods, but we did it with a rather large rock. Unfortunately for us, there was a yellow jacket beehive underneath it. Oh. That's
memories.
Wild. Youngster for 2 says, as a Sega collector, this triggered me. Tourist. Ugh. We're caught up for now.
All right. Excellent. Thank you guys very much for your support today. Genuinely appreciate it all. Let's get into this GTA. Yeah, let's get into GTA. I think it's about that time. There is a lot here. So I want to preface all this with saying there's a lot of footage out there. Some say there's real, some say that's not real. I saw some footage yesterday that was more or less an AI created, but there apparently is a lot of footage out there, and it's more or less been confirmed by Rockstar as they are claiming that they're claiming the footage on all platforms, and they are very litigious about this. So let's get a little background here. There appears to be a motive behind all of this, and that is simply that GTA 6 is going to be a digital-only release. The GTA 6 leaker threatens Rockstar and other major publishers with further action here. The GTA 6 leaker has threatened to continue leaking parts of the game until Rockstar agrees to ditch digital copies and bring back physical discs for the game. This is interesting. A little bit of ransom here. There's a lot going on.
I mean, futile is all hell, but let's continue.
Well, there's a lot of people who are seeing footage here that I saw yesterday. I saw footage of like a little basketball mini game. There were and it looked like Grand Theft Auto. That's what it looked like. It looked like Grand Theft Auto. It moves the exact same. It is what it is. But Pirate Nation says, so the guy who leaked GTA 6 footage was also selling a meme coin using the leaked videos and pictures. We know how hard Rockstar has gone after people who leak GTA content in the past, and this guy actually is making money from the leaks. This guy is completely cooked. Rockstar is going to put a huge bounty on his head. That is the one thing about this, is the person who is doing this guy CyberLeak, has a meme coin as well. And this could turn into like one of those pump and dump situations. So we're past the point of, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to leak this stuff. We're going to leak this footage for the, to screw over Rockstar for the, because they're only doing digital. Now it's, hey, I also have this meme coin you can buy as well. And you see this all the time with, this is not so much in the last year or so, but previously you saw these situations where people had meme coins and they'd pump them up really high, have billions of coins, and they'd sell them immediately, and they'd do the rug pull it out and make a shit ton of money.
Like the Hawk Tua girl, potentially,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, like the Hawk Tua girl. So before we get into specifics about these leaks and the motive behind the leaks, Phoenix, you said something. If you believe this is futile, it doesn't even matter. People are gonna make the digital. They're gonna make it digital only, regardless. You're not gonna do a physical copy. Fuck you. It doesn't matter.
I can't imagine it. At least this method of boycotting, in a sense, I don't see it, because people are going to buy this game no matter what. I can't imagine any footage would dissuade them from doing so, because look, even let's say the footage was like damning against the game. Let's say it's really bad and stuff like that. Okay, well, it's early, so it probably is just early leaked footage of the game that's still not finished and stuff like that. I can't imagine anyone looking at this. If anything, they're probably going to get more hyped to get it. I don't know. Am I crazy here?
Well, I think those who are going to buy GTA 6 are going to buy GTA 6.
Right.
Right.
The only way it hurts the only way this could hurt them is if they had some like really woke, quote unquote woke content that shows you like the real difference in this GTA 6. Then a guy like me who sees it and goes like, oh shit, is that really all in the game? Then we get talking, and then maybe other people want to boycott. Like, that's where I could see it maybe having an effect.
I'm going to have to disagree with you there. You have to remember, we are no longer the target audience. We are male gamers in 30 plus, right? The new target audience for GTA are the 14-year-olds. And I want to throw a stat out there just to blow some of your minds. You know how Microsoft is in so much trouble right now. They're being called into Congress and all of these issues because of their pushing OneDrive and whatnot. The reason they're doing that is I want you to consider Microsoft Windows running across billions of devices worldwide, quite literally. All of Windows combined makes up about 7 or 9% of Microsoft's annual revenue. The rest of it comes from their Azure cloud services, whether that's OneDrive, whether that's their compute, what have you, because they can either sell you an operating system for $150 once, or they can sell you a ongoing subscription for $30 every month indefinitely. GTA 6 is not going to be built to be a single-player video game. It is built as a live service. So it doesn't matter how hard the likes of us scream about how much we want our single-player, how much we want our physical media, how much we want offline campaigns and whatnot, because all of us combined would still be a tiny drop in the bucket compared to the money printer that they are going to have with GTA 6 Online.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. It's futile. Even at worst, like I said, if they showed kind of quote unquote woke stuff, you might see a small dent. I'm with you. Like it wouldn't, but it would barely move the needle at all.
Well,
I haven't seen any of the footage that's been leaked yet. I haven't seen the footage. So my question would be, how easy or difficult would it be to AI gen this footage and present it as being leaked footage?
Very easy.
Not hard. Yeah, not hard.
Very easy.
Yeah.
But the fact they're going after it, though, says, as Craig had mentioned, that this may point to the fact that some element of it may be real.
Right. So this was footage yesterday. This person put this up, and it was totally fake. It looked like GTA, and I tweeted about it. I said, it looks great, looks like GTA, but it turns out it was like AI generated, super easy. But here's the thing about this, right? I'm gonna switch away from that. We have this is the person who's leaking it, and I just go back to, if it wasn't real, when he leaks footage right here, the media has been disabled in response to a report by the copyright owner. Rockstar would not be going in and taking it down if it wasn't legit. So this is something that he leaked 2 hours ago, and he says he plans on leaking all this a lot more throughout the day. I don't know if having a Discord and promoting this, like he's playing with a big beast here, multi-billion-dollar beast. Rockstar Games, we will not be playing any more waiting games today. You are under a ticking time bomb. Meet our demands, or else we will leak the rest of the gameplay. Every gamer has a voice, and you can see the Discord right there. This person says they are fighting for gamers' rights. So that's
could be intimidation tactics.
What's that?
It could be intimidation tactics. Like, they could be going after him just to show that they will absolutely go after anyone who tries to leak anything. Even if everything he has is AI generated and not real, it sends a message to any other potential leakers that they will be dealing with a multi-million-dollar international corporation should they deign to leak any potentially protected IP that they may have access to.
Yes. Well, and they... If I was Rockstar, and I certainly am not siding with Rockstar by any means, but if I had an IP that was worth billions of dollars, I would do what I need to do to protect it, right? People have died for way less money than billions of dollars or millions of dollars. So, it's interesting. And they do continue to take down gameplay footage, confirming that it is real. Some of that gameplay footage... It says there's some combat vehicles, fuel. There's some basketball games. I saw that one, and driving mechanics. The full map has also leaked ahead of Rockstar's extended look on Netflix. So now you know exactly what's going to be in the city here. GTA 6 has suffered another huge leak with new footage showing off combat. There you go, right there, the entire map. CyberLeak, who has linked to the leaked material, claims the leaks are part of a campaign for gamers' rights and has criticized Rockstar's approach to physical copies and digital pre-orders here. I'm going to go into a larger psychological, or I guess just a larger question in general. Is this the right way to do it? Or is this the right way?
On the leaker's end?
Yeah.
No.
What do you think is the right way to do it?
It's a completely futile effort by the leaker. It's the whole campaign to retain physical copies and everything is, in the end, you're going to maybe be buying yourself some time But the reality is, in the gaming sphere, games are going to digital only. That is the natural progression of it. And I'm not saying that people that enjoy their physical media have to like that. I'm not saying that people who enjoy their physical media are incorrect in wanting to have that. But for looking at it from a logical perspective of where we have seen the games space progress over the last several decades, this is going to be the next avenue where it transitions from being physical games and digital media, a nice little blend. And it is within probably, I'd say, the next 5 to 10 years, will go into a digital-only media for a multitude of reasons. Optimizations can be easier, probably, in terms of cost regarding all of the supplies and the manufacturing. You can limit that, and it's not going to create a massive dent in budget, but it will absolutely help. And this is not something that's going to change, unfortunately. In doing leaks like these, what you're going to end up doing, I think, in the end, is you will end up probably harming the players and the players' experience by doing all of these leaks. You will be spoiling things for people that are okay with the digital copy, which is, I'd say, the majority of players are perfectly fine with the digital copy. And by doing all of these leaks, doing all of these spoilers in a very public space, you're kind of ruining it for the gamers. And I could actually see gamers kind of turning on them in their respect. And well, we don't care that there's no physical media. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't Rockstar say that they were going to do a physical copy later, 6 months or a year later? I could be mistaken about that, though. But it's you're probably going to have the people that this is geared for, the gamers that want this game. I'd say there's more of a chance that you're going to have them turn on this leaker person versus them supporting him in any way because of that reason. They just want to play the game in the end.
I think that's kind of actually what we're seeing right now is people are kind of turning on the leaker. And I actually want to point to a statement from Stop Killing Games actually about this. But first, Brad says, it sounds like this is being done to hurt the people that want physical media. How come you're not considering this was a psyop done by people that are pro digital media, a hoax, false flag? I think we're considering all options. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's. I'm going to be really honest. I don't know if Rockstar is that smart or cares that much to do that. If I'm being,
they don't need to be.
Right.
They've got a surefire hit on their hand. They don't need to do all that.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
So let's turn to Stop Killing Games. This was their statement on this, which, Blabs, I would like for you to read, if you wouldn't mind, because it's a long statement and I can't.
Okie dokies. A statement on the current GTA 6 footage leak situation. Footage from the GTA 6 has leaked, and a group of hackers, whom we will deliberately not name here to avoid giving them further attention, claims responsibility. The footage itself appears to be genuine. Take-Two has already been hitting it with DMCA takedowns, and the speed of those who strikes is itself a strong signal of authenticity. The group is using a leak to promote a meme coin, attaching crypto links and QR codes to the footage and asking people to pay for more. Do not send these people your money, no matter how much sympathy you may feel for their actions. This is illegal, and frankly, we feel for everyone at Rockstar having to go through this ordeal again, especially just over a week before Rockstar's own official extended look premieres. Using illegal means to make a point is unacceptable to us and does nothing to protect our right to keep using what we paid for. No matter how strongly you disagree with the decisions of upper management at these companies, there are still thousands of developers who worked hard on this project, and they're the ones being hit the hardest. Channel that frustration into something constructive instead. This kind of act is destructive and helps no one. Worse, it risks tarnishing the reputation of our communities and our chances to make change. History isn't on the leaker's side either. The last person who did this to Rockstar back in 2022 ended up with an indefinite hospital order. This isn't a cause worth risking your money or your future on. We seriously doubt that the hack was serious for that reason. I really agree with the last paragraph where it ruins the reputation of communities trying to make a change. Yeah.
And I wanted to answer your question, Craig. So you had said, do you think this is the right way to go? No, blackmail and doing illegal stuff never is the right answer. Unfortunately, at least posed with the question and only having a minute or two to think about it, I really only see two solutions. One, you do what I always do for myself, right? Is I just I personally boycott the things that I want to boycott. I don't urge others to do so. I may bring their attention, hey, here's something to potentially look into. And if you feel the same way, then you can join me. But I just focus on me, and I just go, well, if other people just focus on them, and if they want to boycott that, then great. Then you've got a big number of people as opposed to always looking for someone else to start a cause, right? Or two, more realistically, maybe consider putting your money or helping out organizations like this, because you need a centralized hub to take on these kind of things. So if there's an organization out there that has consumer rights and game preservation, et cetera, at the heart and at the core of their mission statement, then helping them or funding them, whatever, may be the more accurate way and the more productive way to go with these things. Because we all know no amount of boycotting from any of our ends on the physical end is going to stop GTA. So then, if we know that, we don't want to give up because of that, right? We are Dave versus Goliath here, but there's ways of taking down Goliath. And maybe organizations like this can help facilitate that and get some more consumer rights back.
I go back to like GTA, Madden, Call of Duty. These are games that are going to be successful. It's just a matter of how successful they're going to be, really. And a game like Grand Theft Auto, this footage can get millions and millions and millions of views, and the vast majority of people who buy this game will never have heard about these leaks, right? This is a very niche thing online, but it is very interesting to talk about. And I do think that's actually the right, Phoenix, what you mentioned earlier. If they were to show, there's rumors very early on of like gay pride parades and things like that. If they were to show things like that and like an overabundance of cultural issues that are put in the game, okay, that may move the needle. But just showing off like a basketball mini game or something, because what we're doing today is we're talking about GTA. We did not plan on talking about GTA today. There was no plan to talk about GTA. If anything, there's actually getting more hype around Grand Theft Auto. People are looking at the gameplay and going like, "Holy shit, looks pretty good." Looks like Grand Theft Auto. I love Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? So, there's a Twitter account called GTA Unlimited, and they've done a pretty good job of consolidating things. They said, according to Nate the Hate, Nate the Hate is a very reliable leaker. He says the leak footage is from over a year ago, so it's an older build, but not that old. Keep in mind it was delayed over here, and they said the leaker is going to have two to four more GTA leaks incoming. That's a pretty big difference between 2 and 4. Just want to point that out. But the fact that there's leaks at all, and let's see, there was more here. Yeah, and this just a few hours ago, and a third one dropped, and then a fourth one dropped just a few minutes ago as well. So, like I said, we're not going to show any of this, but we can talk about some of it. This right here, GTA 6 leaker is claiming that the game could feature a currency that players would be able to trade for real-life money. But apparently his leaks are from a build over a year ago. Previous reports that also claim GTA 6 would feature a fictional cryptocurrency, but insider Tom Henderson later said that the game that feature had been scrapped years ago and was never designed to connect real-world currency. It's probably during the NFT craze right there. Legacy Killer says the GTA 6 leaker just now revealed a cutscene where the character brags about using a VPN and being untouchable by the men in suits. Feels almost too on the nose. Very suspicious. Makes me wonder if Rockstar suffered a massive breach and an old build of GTA 6 leaked here. Interesting. He also followed up saying, seeing a lot of people still claiming that GTA 6 leaked gameplay is very old from 2023. Clearly not the case. The newest nighttime gameplay leak pretty much confirms this is somewhat recent, as it features a Tate McRae song released in 2025. So it may be an older build, but it's not that old. So,
think about like how much, again, we're talking about the cultural aspect, which is really the only way I could see this affecting it. Again, to a small degree. But think about, you guys remember the Naughty Dog leak with Last of Us Part 2, like how that actually did have from my understanding, a monumental impact on that game's performance, because they were they were releasing cultural issues with that game where people were like, oh, I'm going to get The Last of Us. Oh, wait, what? And then they spoiled it, and then they showed the girl boss stuff and all that other stuff. And that really, from my understanding, did take a chunk out of them. So that's the only way I see this having some impact. Otherwise, I think, like you said, Craig, I think, honestly, it just gets people more hyped for it. You know,
the interesting thing about this is Rockstar hasn't said a damn thing about this. They haven't addressed it. They haven't put a statement out. And I think, there's been a severe lack of Grand Theft Auto coverage and footage leading up to this, outside of just where it's delayed. And I think that could have led to, people just being anxious to see footage of it. That's why there is excitement. Anytime there is the opportunity to see something new from this game, the most anticipated video game, I would say, in history. Naturally, that's why there's excitement for it. There's a little bit more here from Pirate Nation. The GTA 6 leaker, CyberLeak, says he has a connection to Arian Kurtaj, one of the hackers involved in the massive 2022 GTA 6 breach. By the way, I don't think I would be telling people this. Like, if you, it's not that hard to find people online. Even if you are quote unquote anonymous, you're not as anonymous as you think you are. You're really not. He also says he uses his Telegram channel and doesn't have any other social media accounts. So be careful with accounts claiming they're CyberLeak or promising a new GTA Video 6. Some of the latest gameplay claims also suggest GTA 6 may have more detailed interaction than previous games, including making copies of keys, using a tactical flashlight to stun enemies, surrendering when confronted by private security. And once again, no statement from Rockstar. This is video games. You can make copies of keys in 2026. GTA 6 is going to be great. I did say that we're not going to have any footage, but I lied. We actually do have some leak footage. Ricky Berwick has footage of the game here. I don't know if you guys saw this.
I do like his hoodie.
Great stuff.
Hoodie.
He's looking good.
He's very, very good at video games. Oh, there we go. Riveting gameplay, huh? Riveting gameplay.
I suspect the reason why Rockstar may be keeping a little bit quiet on this is because, number one, they may be working behind the scenes, maybe working with law enforcement, and they don't want to tip their hand, expose what they're doing. But at the same time, this is honestly fantastic publicity for them. It's fantastic publicity for the game. This is getting in this news space. Maybe that's why they're one of the big reasons why they're not saying anything is they are working off the old adage that any publicity is good publicity. The fact that it's exposing even an old build, even if we were to go on the assumption that it's an old build from a year ago, it's still showcasing facets of the game that players can potentially expect. And it's been, as Phoenix, as you were saying, it's not like virtue signaling. It's not like culture war stuff. It's just aspects of the game that is, we'll just say, neutral in nature. And it's getting people honestly hyped. Like, okay, this looks good. This looks good. If this is going to be the game, I'm excited to get involved in this game. And that might be why they've been so radio silent on it. They're just letting it play out because it's nothing but a positive for them right now.
We said this a minute ago. I agree with you, Phoenix. The idea of the cultural issues, I think that could, make a slight dent in it. Instead of making $1 billion, they make $950 million. This is going to be this is going to be multiple billions when it comes to this. So, all right, you guys have a lot to say about this. Blabs, I see we have a lot of supers that we need to get to here. Blabs, I'm going to throw it to you for a second.
And if you need my help, let me know.
After we come back, I want to get to a lighter story from about Marty on OAN, and also I want to visit the new mode in the new Wolverine game that is coming out, which is just spectacular. Chef's kiss. So, Bob, fire away.
Okay, so let me get this really big one right here. I want to get the order wherever I can find you. Oh! Hated White for $100 says, the leaks are funny to me. People saying it hurts devs that have worked on the game are dumb. People still buy it and they already got paid. The demands to stop are admirable. He is using the weapon he has to fight. That's it. If you can get RS, you can get anyone. Thank you very much, the 100.
Yeah. Hayden, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that greatly. That's spectacular.
There was also this one, which means I get to play this from Keen today. Boop.
Oh.
I'll let that play out. It's going to get a 50. I'll just let it play out because it's pretty cute. Look, you guys are on a little picnic day. You guys sipping your tea. Although I question how you're able to drink tea with no mouth.
All over
yeah.
Shit.
So John Wolf for 50 says, I have used Steam for over 2 decades. Digital games are a convenient tool. Digital only is inevitable. I think the more effective vector with digital assets is to preserve games, protect consumer purchases, and clarify ownership. Thank you very much. Phoenix, I'm going to go to you in a second. Hayden Wayne for 20 says, I love the classic Sonic on the classic Nintendo console. 8 million subs now, please? That shit triggered me. He gets this awesome creator kit and doesn't know jack about the classics. First game was Sonic. Started gaming at 4. You may proceed. Thank you.
Okay. We've got Insolent. Careful, guys. He's Canadian. Bully him, and you might drive him to maid.
Oh, no.
Dan, that ain't Super Nintendo. I know that. Lol. Plus those Sonic 1 and 2 anniversary editions for Sega Genesis, $150 each. Okay. Jonathan Perry, I'm in my 40s and my last console was a Sega Master System. Always figured consoles were for people with in real life friends. Sega Master System, I never played it when I was growing up, but I've grown to appreciate it in my adult age. Really love that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's amazing. We'll talk about that later. Epsilon, as a Sonic collector who owns all the Sonic games, including re-releases, I will say, while I know he's rage baiting, I still fall for it. Another one who needs to have their duck punched. I would love to know what a duck punch is.
I don't know what that means, but
I don't know, but
right.
I love it.
Change one letter in the word duck.
Okay. Right. Says, hello, Ember and Lord Intellectual. I'm a Gen Zer, and I know about Sega Genesis, especially since we had one growing up. Only had the first 2 Sonic games for it. Honestly, those are like 2 classics, though. You're good with those 2. Captain Rudy, bro, got more roasted than Blaze's enemies. Thank you. Commodore fan, I'm honestly sick of companies sending these big channels who know nothing about their product stuff like this. Send it to creators who will respect it as it makes them and the game company look bad, says Commodore. Mm-hmm. Commodore. Gerald Doom, oh cool, the blue guy from Super Hedgehog Brothers. Captain Rudy, not the hero we asked for, but the hero we needed. Giving V for Vendetta vibes. Make this great again. Thank you. Zememeru, we didn't create physical copies to prevent early spoilers. Rockstar, lol. How's that working out for you? Wislavi, be prepared for the coup of the century. Be prepared for the murkiest scam. These companies planning.
I understood that reference. That was Lion King.
Hex, the digital game thing is futile, and I can prove it. Name the last 5 new games that you got a physical copy of. I guess Craig can count Concord. I actually do buy them, but you're very right. Yeah, Craig is pointing to many of them. All right. Mercenary, I'm just waiting for Collective Shout to throw a hissy fit at Grand Theft Auto 6 and get the credit card companies to ban it from sales worldwide. There's going to be something that's going to sit him off. Commodore fan also continues, if we want physical copies of games, we need to be supporting companies like Evercade, who will still put games on carts, agreed. But at the same time, they need better stock and distribution here in the U.S. Yeah, Evercade, great product from what I see. A die-hard community behind Evercade, something to look into. Mercenary, I feel nothing but disgusting hate at Take-Two and Rockstar for everyone there. Okay. Captain Rudy, if the leak is a psyop, it's more likely to drum up hype for the game's release. It happened in the past with other games, Cars, etc. Almost there. And Dan says, I don't know. Rockstar Games is $1 million or $1 billion video game company. They have been hacked before. This is nothing new. They're going to continue with digital anyway. It didn't matter anymore. 2 more to go.
Okay.
And Young Stove, am I the only one not buying GTA 6? Couldn't care less. I am at the moment with you. I don't think I'm getting it, but we'll see. Have anyone here have plans to getting it?
Man, I don't know. There's so much content that could be made out of that game.
Sure.
And I mean, I've seen people. I mean, I go back to the Achievement Hunter team back at Rooster Teeth. That was their bread and butter for years, and all they did was make Grand Theft Auto content. And I think that you're going to see, it's not going to be Roblox, it's not going to be Fortnite. Grand Theft Auto is going to be the streamed game for a decade. It's going to be
but we're like
massive.
15 years on 5, I think, right? Something like that, 15, 16
Yeah.
years. And that thing is,
Yeah.
once they got online, it was like, what, 4 or 5 years in? Something like that. And then, man, that thing took off.
Yep.
And that's kind of like, I'm considering it for exact that reasons. Like, I've never played the GTA games before. I've played I played Saints Row, and I played like GTA adjacent games. I've never actually gotten into the GTA franchise. But now that I'm streaming, like, I'd like to try new games on stream, so I very much am considering getting GTA 6 to play on stream to be like my introduction to the game with everybody that I'm streaming with. So yeah, I'm considering very seriously.
All right. Last one, Captain Rudy. I think GTA 6 is also going to be one of the most pirated games in history. Lord Intellectual actually did a video covering the unexpected consequences of video game piracy that you may find interesting. They're all caught up.
Excellent. We'll put a link to, obviously, your channel down below so people can check it
You're
out.
already there.
Yeah, excellent. All right. I want to get into this Wolverine story, man. This is awesome. This is so good. Phoenix, did you see the new setting set up? Back in the day.
Briefly, I don't want to give it away. Briefly.
So back in the day, do you remember what was the big controversy around Mortal Kombat, right? It was released on the Genesis and Super Nintendo.
Yes, the blood code and all that stuff.
no.
No blood, the violence, etc. And then Genesis had a blood code on there, Abacab.
That's right, Abacab. You're correct.
Abacab.
And we have done the opposite now with Wolverine. Ain't much for blood, gore, or cursing. Marvel's Wolverine includes violence visibility and profanity toggles via the game settings. So you can just turn off all the good things that make
does,
Wolverine.
like, Wolverine tickle people with his claws? Like, what do you do there?
Well, the responses to this have been
Giving
spectacular.
them acupuncture.
Yeah.
He goes in.
This is my response to it right now. Like, this is Wolverine. Wolverine, okay, full disclosure, he is one of my favorite superheroes of all time. I love Wolverine, and I love Wolverine because he is a violent berserker rage beast that just tears through his enemies, and he is the best at what he does, and what he does is not very nice. I've also played the original, the other game that coincided with the X-Men Origins movie. I freaking love that game. I love how that game was actually better than the X-Men Origins movie itself, because you actually had Wolverine kicking ass in the game. The fact that they're going to neuter Logan like this is pissing me off, and it's going to piss off literally every true Wolverine fan out there.
Well, it is an option that you can just turn on or off. So
Yeah,
can I be
but-
the guy that everyone hates?
Shouldn't be an option.
You guys, the gamers asked for this when you started having this option for like mediocre, like not mediocre as in like the game itself, but like not very scary games. When you started getting that shit for Hogwarts Legacy and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, where you could turn off like the spider modes and stuff like that, it's like, well, what were you expecting? You already did it for like the pussy games. Now you have it for an actual violent game. Like, what are we doing?
So
You did got what you wanted.
I do love the spider mode.
Whoa. Hold on. I don't think anybody asked for the.
Well,
for the
no,
spider mode
the
for those
little
games.
kids, the youngsters did. We're not the audience.
Well, I thought that was for
I mean,
pussy adults.
I gotta say, given that sweet baby Ink is ankles deep into this, has been ankles deep into this project, I'm not surprised that they're going to do something like this, along with all of the other issues that I've been hearing coming out of the Wolverine game, the running simulator, the following the ninja fart cloud when he's still right in front of you, and that's the only point in the game where they actually use his heightened senses. Like this, you can tell by all of news, all the clips. This just has sweet baby stank all over the entire thing.
So to be the guy that everyone's going to hate, I don't disagree with this move. Here's why. I'm thinking as a business, okay? As a business.
Okay. I know exactly where you're going with this, but
yeah,
go
like
ahead.
you increase your audience, okay? So like if I've got kids and I want them to play, correct?
Yes, Phoenix. I am an adult, and the entire game is around a character that has claws and is an extremely violent character over here, right? The game does not look cartoony at all. Right. It looks actually very hyper-realistic in this situation. As an adult who has children who plays video games, I don't think I'm going to buy that game for my child because it's not presented as a child game, right?
Yes.
It's not a game built. This is a ultra-violent, like this is not the arcade version of X-Men, right? There's blood and shit all over the screen. This is not bright yellow fun Logan, right, running around. Oh, okay, bub. This is dark, gritty Logan over here. So the idea of widening your audience, I could probably count on maybe
Think
5.
about streaming too.
Well, from a streaming perspective,
But that's what I'm saying. It opens as a business. It opens up your opportunity for audience.
He does have a point with that.
How does it hurt you? How does it hurt you if you make it an option? Right?
Yeah,
I know I'm going to get
to
shit
play
for
it.
this. I'm just thinking as a corporation. I can eliminate it. That allows you to stream it. It allows you to play in front of your kids if you're going to be playing it. Because the game, I'm sure, is going to get an MA rating, right? So obviously it's not made for kids. However, that if you've got a kid sitting by your side and you're playing it, that you can do that without them being introduced to the gore. You can stream it. You can do all those things. If it's just an option, doesn't that open up your chances of making more money as opposed to if you eliminated that option?
There's, I can see.
Go on, Amber.
Please learn intellectual.
I was going to say, let me put voice to the line of thought, because in essence, you are both correct. So yes, if it is an option that you toggle off and it is on by default, then there really is no issue having it there. Having said that, the concern is not with the toggle itself. It is, okay, if you are going to take this ultra-violent, ultra-graphic game and add that toggle, where else have you pussied out? Because you've already pussied out by adding that toggle in and of itself in an attempt to increase your audience and increase the marketability of the game. So I am now going to question about what we could have had you fully committed.
So, okay, I agree with what you're saying. Phoenix, you're right. This game is rated M for mature.
That's what I would imagine. Yeah.
Right. For blood and gore, drug references, intense violence, partial nudity, and strong language here. Marvel, okay, you can see it right here, includes in-game purchases. Great. All right, so you got all these things. Now, going back to this toggle here, it says includes violence, visibility, and profanity toggles. Does it also include, I don't know, partial nudity toggles? Does it also include drug reference toggles? Because if those are part of the story, aren't you then manipulating the story? Let's just say some guy does a giant line of coke and as a part of the story, or he gets all coked up or something, or he's whatever.
This sugar is making me hyper.
Right? He's like, yeah, all right. Or let's just say they include cigarettes as drug references. Are they just gonna have a guy going like this without cigarettes in his hand?
I sure hope so.
Holding
why
a
is he
bread
putting
stick
his
instead.
Yeah.
Right. And people say, well, like, why would you be upset about this? Once again, I think Ember's right. This idea that you are talking about, this changes the character.
Oh, I get the upset. To be clear, I totally get that. I'm playing more a devil's advocate, just going corporate route of, all right, hey, listen, may potentially expand your audience. So I get it from their end.
And I appreciate the thought process behind that. Like, you want to try and, like, as a company, as a game company, you do want to try to expand your audiences. However, how often does that work? Look at the games we're talking. Look at this game, with Wolverine game in and of itself. We're talking about a hyper-violent superhero, and the game has been marketed as a hyper-violent superhero game. That's been in all of the marketing, all of the advertisements, all of the gameplay footage has been a hyper-violent gameplay footage. how much are they expecting to expand their audience? If they have this toggling, what are they going to pick up? Maybe an extra couple hundred players, perhaps, because there's an option to toggle off the violence. When it comes to instituting these types of toggles, for some games it can make sense. Where you have a game where the violence, the drug use, the personal nudity, et cetera, where it's kind of like that borderline, where it's like right there in the middle where you can kind of like take it or leave it, and it's not like an intrinsic part of the character or as an intrinsic part of the story. And so having a toggle is not really, will it meaningfully be able to expand to other players in that respect. But when you're talking about a game with Wolverine, by having this toggle in place, you are not going to be able to legitimately expand this game to other players in the way that you're referencing, Feeks, because there's not going to be any potential players or any potential buyers of this game who will be looking at seriously getting it because, I can turn the blood and the gore off. The only reason people are purchasing this game in the first place is because Wolverine is a berserker killing machine, and they're buying it because they want to see that. So I understand the rationale behind it, and it would make sense for a different game. It doesn't make any sense for this game because they're not going to be able to get that. I don't feel they're going to be able to get a meaningful increase of that audience like you're talking about.
It could be we also don't know if this is a hand-me-down from Disney or the powers that be. I don't know if that's part of the deal. Yeah. We don't know what the Marvel movies moving forward, if they're going to have Wolverine in it. And then let's say a year from now, Wolverine is in one of these Avenger movies or something like that. I imagine there's not going to be a lot of blood and gore there. And so a kid goes, there's a Wolverine game. And there's an opportunity from a parent to be able to turn off the blood. Like, I just see it as, how does this hurt from a corporation standpoint?
I feel like they should start doing this in movies, as a matter of fact. They should have the rated R version of Wolverine, and then they should have the PG-13 version of Wolverine, where instead of slapping a guy in the throat, maybe he just shows up and he gives them some flowers instead.
Well, in a weird sense, you kind of already sort of have this in that when you used to, at least back in the day, Craig, I'm sure you remember this, that when Die Hard would come on the TV, they would take out all the swear words and they'd say ridiculous things instead of like fuck. It would be like fudgesicles or whatever the hell it was. And that way you could watch the movie with your kid and you know that they're not going to really be showing a lot of intense violence. They're not going to show the sexual stuff. Blah, blah, blah. There is your modified version of the movie.
They should start doing that for movies. They should start releasing those movies edited for all, just like that. Make all PG, rated R movies PG now, moving ahead. I'll tell you, the comments on this are spectacular, though. Carlos over here with 10,000 likes. Are you a pussy? No worries. Turn off everything that makes Wolverine with our toggles. I like this one. Ain't much for blood, gore, or cursing. Resident Evil 4 includes violence and profanity toggles via the game settings. Get Resident Good over here with your Super Soaker. Yo, this gameplay is awesome. This is the meme right here with the single button right here.
I thought that was mixtape.
Right. And Evan over here says, we have a complimentary name for the Marvel game terms. It's Kids Mode right here. Which is from an
to be clear, I just from my personal thoughts, I'm actually anti when they do the streamer mode in games where they turn off the music. I'm actually against that because, again, from a corporation, totally get it. For me personally, which I'm differentiating from what I just said, I don't like that because that's not what the game was. The game was made with this music and this gameplay, and that's the way you're supposed to play the game, not some music that's now just generic shit to put in there. Like, you're taking away the artistry of what that game was as a package. So as a personal person, I totally get what you're saying. As a corporation, I understand what they're doing.
Right. Can I show you my favorite one that I literally laughed out loud, which is the only reason why I wanted to talk about this story?
Yes.
I'm not even going to read it. This has 2.5 million views on it. Oh, it's so good. So freaking good. All right, there's another aspect to this game, and that is a cutscene that we've seen where Mystique saves Wolverine. I don't know if you guys have seen this cutscene.
Oh, God.
You gonna do this or should I?
About time you caught up. Where's Sabretooth?
He's sleeping off his fight with a Mega Red.
Is that John
There we
DiMaggio?
go. It's Wolverine.
Also, are they aware that Wolverine is bulletproof? Like, do they
Yeah.
understand what it means to have an adamantium coated skeleton? Like, okay, I am not opposed to having a male character saved by a female character just on the principle of it. Like, that is totally fine. But the fact that we even have Sweet Baby Inc. involved in this and the way that that was shot was completely fucking ridiculous. He was not in a vulnerable situation there. They did that purely to show, oh, look how great this, female character is. We're going to to have one up over on this totally badass male character. They're just doing it to emasculate the male character here. This is just fucking ridiculous and exactly what I would expect from something like Sweet Baby Inc.
The only way I can see, like, where that Wolverine was just expecting her to show up was when he first said, "Am I gonna do this or you?" Now, I don't know the context before that, right? We don't know what's happening before that, so I'm wondering if he's talking to Mystique there, saying, like, hello, like, are you gonna do something or am I gonna do it? That's the only thing I can think of, but otherwise it's kind of stupid. And everyone in the comments are saying it. He literally has a body that's bulletproof, like he's kind of immortal at that point, and he's just waiting for them. Like, what?
Right.
Okay,
right.
I have a take, and like I will delve a little bit into characterization. As a reminder, Wolverine has hypersenses. He smelled Mystique was right there. His attitude, and there's some like, oh, he's just sitting there on his knees while she's fighting and kicking everybody's ass. He did know that she was there. If going on the assumption that they're going to stay true to the character with his hyperactive senses, he smelled her. He knew she was there. So that does lend credence to what you were saying, Blads, where he was saying, like, are you going to do this or am I? But as, like, he may have been referring to talking to Mystique because he knew she was there. But we don't know. She goes on the attack, and you notice at the end, he's just like, as she's like flipping around and kicking ass,
He's just waiting.
he's following her. He's following her with his head, and he's kind of chill. And until finally the last guy is like crawling over, he pops his claws through his head. I will kind of do a gimme here and say, okay, that could have just been a moment where he's just like, okay, Mystique, take care of my light work. He knew she was there. He knew what she was going to do. He's like, all right, Mystique, take care of my light work and take these guys out. I will allow that as being a possibility for that scene.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the thing, Amber. Is it Mystique or is it Mr. over here?
Mystique?
Oh my, that's cursed.
Or his steak over here. These are good questions. Yes.
Yeah, the character model for Mystique was not good.
Sorry, that needs to be in all thumbnails moving ahead right there. That's good. It's ma'am, damn it. Well, there you go. Little bit of Wolverine talk. I'll tell you this, Amber, are you going to pick up the Wolverine game for PlayStation coming up really soon?
I will. I can't because I don't have the PlayStation hooked up for my stream. If I picked it up, it'd be for stream, and I don't have the PlayStation for my streaming setup. So,
okay,
probably not.
No worries at all. All right, I want to move on to one last story here before we get to today in video game history. You guys have a lot to say about the Wolverine story, but before we do, friends, I need you to put your hands together, get excited because it's time to let you know about our friends over at Rumble Freaking Wallet. You've heard us talk about Rumble Wallet extensively, and you know what? You're going to now because they have sponsored this episode of Side Scrollers. Here's the thing. On your screen right now, there is a QR code. I encourage you to get out your phone, scan that, and download the Rumble Wallet app. Now, you don't know a whole lot about Rumble Wallet. That's great. Let me just tell you this. This is what you need to know. It is step one of it being an alternative to like payment processors. Right now, you can do some amazing things. You want to support creators? Guess what? That's the first step of all this. Right now, if you want to support Side Scrollers or any other creator using Rumble Wallet, you give $1, we get $1. You give $1 over on YouTube, we get 70 cents. You sub over on Twitch, we get half of that. Now with Rumble Wallet, 100% comes to us. It's the best way to support independent creators like us over here on Rumble, which is great, and all independent creators. Once again, this is step one. Later on down the line, this is meant to be a payment processor solution where you're going on buying something. You can just scan your Rumble Wallet app. It's awesome. Listen, big things planned. Become an early adopter of it. Scan the QR code on your screen like we talked about, or go to wallet.rumble.com and check it out for yourself. You may like it, you may not, but you at least should give it a try. We are big fans of alternative tech, alternate options to different apps, this is a great place to start. We appreciate them. They support us. Consider supporting them. Thanks to Rumble Wallet for your continued support of SideScrollers. Quick reminder to paid advertisement from Rumble Wallet. We'll take it. We love it. We appreciate it. They're sponsoring this portion of the show, so make sure you guys go support them, and we appreciate them greatly. All right, awesome. Let's move on real fast. Hey, while we were earlier in the show, I talked about how there's going to be a video a little bit later on, the toxic positivity video. Blabs, you mentioned something yesterday. You said we should be rating those.
Yeah,
and you know what?
Redirect.
I have redirected it. So immediately after the show, I will redirect to the premiere. So keeping in mind, Craigin It with Kick is still happening, right? But I'm going to redirect everybody on YouTube to this video at the end of our show so you guys can go watch it and everyone can, you don't even have to do anything. If you're watching on YouTube, just stay right here and you'll be able to watch it. I will set it up to where it'll premiere pretty much immediately after the show ends. It says 30 minutes right now, but if we end in like 10, then it'll premiere in 10. So just a heads up on that. So you got more of that. And by the way, it's a great video. I definitely encourage you guys to stick around and watch it. All right. Blabs, let's get a couple supers. And I'll say, let's hold on to let's get to the Marty on OAN story tomorrow.
That's a good idea considering tomorrow's guest. Good.
Okay.
I was going to tell you that, but then I was like, he's going to do it anyway.
Nope. Go ahead, Blabs. Or
Phoenix.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
1 second. Here we go. Captain Rudy, I remember when they started putting gore toggles in the Gears of War games. Why put a gore toggle in a game where your primary weapon is an assault rifle with a chainsaw attached to it? I completely hear you, brother. Okay, John Wolf, remember GoldenEye had a paintball mode? That was sweet. Hardest to pronounce Wild. Violence toggles on games come in handy for streamers. YouTube certainly likes censoring creators for blood and gore. Complain all you want, but you know what it's like to get a video hit on YouTube.
Oh, listen, I definitely understand. Totally understand. But I feel like, are we catering our content for the streamers or are we catering our content for the people who are actually buying the game?
Honestly, I would say a lot of video game companies are starting to cater to the streamers because that's probably one of the most efficient ways to market their games to the general public.
Marketing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Caddy Homesteader, as someone who started gaming 40 years ago, just let people own the games they buy. I wish that was a reality.
Mm-hmm.
Emerald Ultima, the Sonic 1 cartridge, the Fortnite content creator got as part of the Sonic 35th anniversary edition from I Am 8-Bit, about $100 retail. All right. Wool 233, I agree with Intellectual. Why make a mature game if you're going to pussyfoot around the mature elements? Matt Larson, I remember Serious Sam had hippie blood, which were flowers. That's pretty sweet. Soul Silver, if they put a violence toggle on Wolverine, then we should have a toggle for their fantasy Minotaur dick on their fanfic romance novels. Commodore, Craig, we've had this for years with movies. Look at the OG Die Hard. Well, look at that. I mentioned that.
Yeah.
With the TV version, instead of Yippee-Ki-Yay, motherfucker, they replaced it with Yippee-Ki-Yay, Mr. Falcon.
Yes, but I'm saying what I'm saying is release the TV version in the movie theater as well. Release the rated R and the PG version side by side. I think that'd be great.
Larry J. Wolverine is my favorite Marvel character after seeing the SBI involvement. His face is the same as Alloy from Horizon. Logan is mo-capped by a woman. All the cringe sense, the simplistic gameplay. Look how they massacred my boy. Is that true that they mo-cap with a woman?
It's not. It's not. I saw that. I saw that claim on Twitter that it was like they had two women in mo-cap suits. It's not. That was just on as a promotional thing, and I think someone just ran with it saying, "Oh, woman mo-cap for Wolverine." There is an actual male mo-cap actor who did mo-cap for him.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification. Commodore fan, my parents didn't care I watched movies like Die Hard, but many of my friends could only watch the edited TV versions of movies in the 80s, 90s, as their parents were very religious. Oh, yeah, I was watching really violent stuff very young. Insolent, $2 for Montez. Thank you.
Let's go.
We got...
Because that was the Montez goal reached.
Yep, we did. We'll roll that in just a second.
Huaba Andy, congratulations to Germa, who is getting so many roles lately. Thank you. Almost there. Game Hunter Sirius, morning SideScrollers, Lord Intellectual, would you like to be a VTuber summoning for the Asmongold X Kyrsha JRPG? The game will be rated M for the storytelling. One of the themes is a mother's love. Hopefully there's a toggle for that M rating there.
Yeah, thank you, Game Hunter Sirius. That's very important.
Thank you
Would
very
you like
much.
to be a summon in that?
I would absolutely love it. I basically release the Lord Intellectual avatar into the public domain. That way I get to take no responsibility for all of the lovely creations that the community does tend to come up with.
Okay.
Here we go. Sinbad, Amberclad, Lady, and Trish from Devil May Cry never once thought they were weak or annoying, but they also didn't try to emasculate Dante or Nero. It's a broken record, but we love female characters, but not there. Super Lane for 5. Damn it, Sweet Baby Inc. You four kids Logan and made him lame and gay. And one final one here. Neogin Sakurai, actually Miss Paradox and Uelectual. Remember, Mystique became a Fuda in the comics to impregnate a lesbian woman. So Mystique's model is comic accurate. Thank you very much. And we are all
I hate that he's right about that.
All right. A couple quick reminders. Immediately after the show, you guys watching over on YouTube don't need to go anywhere. Literally stay in the chat, stay right where you're at, because I'm going to redirect you guys to this video right here. It's a reaction video to this wonderful creator. Looking forward to checking that out. And once that is done, I'm going to be live immediately after the show with
Craigin it with Carl.
Wow, that's just slowly deteriorating as we go.
It's
That's
just
good.
gonna be a whole other word instead of Craig.
Yeah,
Craig, if you guys haven't, yes, if you guys haven't yet, go on over to kick.com/sidescrollers and follow us over there. Hello, all you kickers over there, which is good. Maybe we should just call it like shit kicking with Craig. You know, do like I think
We
that'd
can
be
just
pretty
keep
fun.
changing it over and over.
Yeah, every day. It's good. It's good. All right. Now, you guys stick around for all that stuff. Once again, YouTube don't need to go anywhere. And then you guys can go to Kick afterwards. I'll hold on. I'll hold on until the video is premiered over there. But what I will not hold on for is Blabs' turn to shine like the star she is. It's time for Today in Video Game History.
Today in gaming history with Flab.
Yeah, do it. Step on me, mommy.
Anyway, so August 19th, everyone. Dead to Rights was released back in 2002. You have the new Super Mario Brothers 2 released back in
The
2012.
good old new Super Mario Brothers. What the hell was that?
I had a little hiccup, so it came
Okay.
out wrong. And then Remnant from the Ashes released back in 2019. I'm really hoping that Super Mario has a lot of good food in it. So, yeah, anyway.
Well, I'll tell you this, Blabs. There are quite a few games that you missed today.
Oh, no.
Here on August 19th. Some noticeable games that you missed today include, as we scroll down, Too Human for the
How
Xbox.
dare you
Oh my God.
spelling job? I thought you were going to bring it up because I didn't put it on the list. I was like, this one's for Craig.
No. Actually, I did want to bring up Shadow Complex.
Oh, such a good game.
So,
Setting.
so Phoenix, for some reason, you remember a couple weeks ago, I had my I'm going to the dentist today to get followed up, right? I had my tooth thing, right? For some reason, when I got home and I was nutty fududdy on drugs when I came home, the only thing I wanted to do,
Shadow Complex.
I looked on YouTube to watch a gameplay playthrough of Shadow Complex.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I wanted to do. I have no idea why. I was like, I gotta watch Shadow Complex, and I made about 10 seconds in before I passed out. Saints Row 4 released for PC.
That was pretty
13 years ago. Wow, you okay?
Yeah.
You okay with
I
that?
love that game.
What was that?
She was very excited.
It's like one of those
Metroid
seagull
Prime.
memes.
Hey,
remember
Black
how
Myth
much-
Wukong.
Do you remember how much Metroid Prime, the Federation thing there, pissed off?
Oh,
I don't know
yes.
if any game has ever pissed off a community more than that game right there. Yeah.
Yeah. If that was around when X was around, yeah, the world would have ended.
Oh, it would have, yeah.
Nintendo may have just shut down. They're like, yeah, we're done. We're done after this. We're just going to retire. Yeah. Black Myth Wukong for PC 2 years ago. Yes, and a game that I'm positive that Ember and Lord will be playing together with devilish